Okay. Yeah, running. Just get on with it. There is no time like the present. And I've been trying to get this done for the last few days. And every time I sat down to try and do it, there's something else going on. So yeah, it's just do it whenever I get the chance. Yes, hello. Hello. I'm calling this a plug. I used to call them, like most people do, a vlog, a VLOG, video log, because it was that kind of chunk of stuff that you're putting on video. But I think with the way these systems work now, it's pretty obvious it's a video, and it's more about being a personal log than anything else. So yeah, in my head that just came out as plug. So this is going to be a plug. Star date 2205-2015, 16:58. I'll try and get this done as soon as I can and uploaded. Just simply so it's done and in one place and it's here. If anybody has any queries about what was going on and stuff like that, you can look at this because it's all here in one place. This is a primarily personal log. I might mention a few things here and there to do with the news or whatever, but really it's just a catch up, considering it's been however long since my last transmission. But yeah, it's a personal log, folks. If you're not interested in that kind of stuff, move on, go and look at something else that does interest you. Distracting myself, multitasking, going back to my videos to see what was the last one I uploaded. How long ago was that? It's got to be several weeks. 2 months ago, according to Google. I put that silly Cameron clip up, and then the one before that was before all this stuff started happening. So yeah, as I posted on that last plug, I was about to, I knew that my connection would get interrupted and whatever, because I was about to move home, so I knew that it was going to be internet interruptus. But yeah, it turned out a fair bit different than just that. As I had to move home, I'd already arranged to just wrap it up, put it together as in as short a storyline as I can. I was moving home, so I'd arranged to have the old services disconnected, which included the telephone line and the internet connection. They all got cut off on the 31st of March, and then started moving home and started, arranging to have the connection set up in the new place. As it turned out, this is all just part of the confluence of catastrophes that happened. The building that I'm in is an old building that's been split into several little flats. It turned out when the engineers come out to fit me a new phone line, there wasn't enough phone lines actually coming to the building, so they had to arrange a further visit with more engineers to come and fit new line and all this kind of stuff. So it ended up taking 5 weeks just to get the phone line set up anyway. So there was that going on at the same time as me trying to move all my stuff and whatever. And then trying to move my stuff made me seriously ill. I ended up in hospital for a day the first time when I started trying to move all my, bits and bobs, furniture, whatever else, moving home. Come back from the hospital, tried to rest up for a few days and take it easy and move stuff a little bit at a time and whatever. And as I got back into doing the move and trying to get it done, I made myself seriously ill and ended up in hospital for a further week. Luckily, the landlords have been quite patient with this whole situation and allowed for the fact that I was in hospital and all that, so it didn't end up creating more catastrophes to do with me having to somehow get all my stuff moved into storage or something like that. But anyway, long story short, it's taken 6 weeks, I think, altogether to move from one flat to another, allowing for being in hospital and recovering and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I wasn't off on some kind of Tavistock training course. It was convenient timing with all the election going on and everything, but I think in general, with those the hangouts that I'd been doing before all this and whatever, I think I was fairly clear in respect to the fact that I wasn't really interested in doing all that political circus in the sense of talking about who was going to do what and going over which politician had said what and made what promises and who was ahead in the polls and all this kind of. I'm far beyond wasting energy on that side of that topic of politics. And we'll talk about politics in other ways, yes, but getting dragged into the whole circus game of the general election is just not worth it. I am, as I've been gradually catching up on things, as I'm sure most of you probably understand, when I come back to connecting to the internet, I had lots of emails waiting, thousands of YouTube notifications alone. There was over 4,000 YouTube notifications. That's things like, uploads and messages and stuff like that. Primarily uploads. There was only a handful of messages, but even so, I've got quite a bit of stuff backlog to click through. And yeah, I'm not attempting to try and look at everything because that is a literal impossibility. There's not enough time for me to catch up on all the stuff that people have been uploading and keep up to date with what's going on currently. So apologies in advance if I've missed one of your videos or comments or something like that, sorry. But I'm trying to catch up with as much as I can. And a lot of it depends on just how much people actually upload. If they only upload a few videos, if they're like myself, I'm probably one of the worst examples for not uploading a lot. But if they don't upload a lot, then yeah, it means I can catch up with what they've done. But if they're a big upload or a constant upload, a daily upload or stuff, obviously I can't go back over all that lot. There's just too much there. But I am very interested, as people have mentioned different things that have been occurring while I've been away and distracted. Catching up on certain topics and certain people, interesting things that have been going on during the whole election and stuff like that. Like Pied Pipers coming out of the closet and people deciding to join forces with different political groups and factions and join sides with them and try and get everybody else to join in with that whole circus game again. Yeah. What else do I need to say? I'm trying to keep this shortish, just so that it's done and dusted and out the way. I was ill. That's why I was moving home, having no internet connection and being ill meant that I was disconnected for quite a while. I could have, if I'd made the effort and found the opportunity, I possibly could have connected here and there over the weeks. But with being ill and trying to sort out everything else, like dealing with the landlords and moving from one place to another, etc., I didn't bother. Yeah, put that as a mark of selfishness against me, if you want. Also put this whole thing as a mark of narcissism. That whole subject is still ticking over. It surprises me that there's such a concern about it over. However, maybe it's just the sheer amount of stuff that I've looked at over the years. It's one of those topics that keeps coming up again and again and again. But yes, anyway, distracting myself. What else can I say? That's about it, really, that I think of. I will catch up as and when I can. I will be uploading more and more often, doing more hangouts and stuff. I'm pretty certain there'll be a hangout tonight, See Through the Fear, on Kip's channel, and we'll get the reality chat hangout is going to be going again on its usual weekly basis on a Wednesday night. And as I said, I've got connection set back up again now, so I'll be doing more hangouts and getting involved with other people's hangouts, etc. So yeah, I'm still here. I ain't dead yet. A classic Monty Python sketch. I'm not dead yet. I'm getting better. So yeah, I had another encounter with, to not make it sound dramatic, I'm not trying to be elicit sympathy or whatever, this is just the way it was. Yeah, I had another encounter with mortality, and that gave me again that a grounding of the degree of importance of certain things. All this internet bitching backwards and forwards, and the the way the image was in my mind was with one of those tiny little terrier dogs, the handbag dogs, but even smaller, like an inch-long little terrier just yapping. That's what it's like. It's like, oh, you cute, making your little yappy noise. Yeah, it's. If you want to talk about divide and conquer and the way the agencies, and yes, they are there, you would be in some kind of denial bubble to think that they're not there, sticking their oar in and stirring the pot as they do. Yes, they are. Who they are and whether you got evidence against them or whatever is another thing. But yeah, they're there. So the more we fall for that kind of incitement to get us bickering and divide us and diffuse any cohesive power base, even though to me that, it's nonsensical in respect of this is how they view the situation. They are so ingrained into their competitive, murderous mindset that they cannot conceive that others out there don't have that same mindset, don't follow those same principles of we must create a force that fights against their force and eradicates them so that we come out the victor, the singular organism that's in charge. They don't seem to be able to comprehend that. So yeah, they see it as having a need to disrupt any cohesive or coming together of people, because it presents a potential threat to their status quo. Anyway, I'm verging off from what I was originally intending with this video. Apologies, it is just meant to be a personal log. So yeah, I've been ill. I'm getting better. I've got various things that I'm supposed to be taking. The herbology helps a lot. Even though the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry may want to try and dispute or refute that, but it helps a lot. It helps me a lot. So yeah, I'll be knocking about and catching up as and when I can. I hope you're all well or getting better as I am, and I will rant at you again soon, no doubt. We're all time travellers. So I will be back in the blink of an eye. Which eye? Is it the left or the right eye? The eye of Horus? The all-seeing eye. Yeah, take care folks. I hope to chat with you soon.